Welcome back, gang. Big shootout up in Neyland North tonight, Bob,
Yeah.
and we'll get into that and kind of where we're going from here as far as the rest of the season. Uh, really big exhibition basketball game tomorrow that I'm looking forward
Gigantic.
to watch.
Yeah. Sold out.
Yeah, and of course the big news on campus this week has been the departure of Tony Vitello and the open baseball coaching job,
Right.
and it has been filled. So we'll discuss that and we'll give our thoughts on our new baseball coach.
Yeah. We might even have some discussions about possibly other coaching changes in on this video. But
Yeah,
anyway, well,
let's
our
get into it.
speculation. How about that? But let's get into the game, Tim. I don't know if I've seen a game with more, you know, big plays.
Yeah, I mean we had a
As a
lot.
total. You know.
We had a lot in 2022. It's pretty common, particularly against this Kentucky team. That was the year that I believe it was that we had only 13 minutes of possession,
Yeah.
and that's because we just continuously had large plays, but there were no big plays on Kentucky's end that year.
Mm-hmm.
And this certainly wasn't the lack of them tonight.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff we hadn't seen much of, and including a team that fumbled the ball 3 times in one play. You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen that or not. I mean, I've seen 2. I'm not sure if I've seen 3. Not a lot. An actual live action, maybe a bloopers reel, maybe. But
Yeah, it felt like there should be some Benny Hill music going on there.
that's true. Yeah, that would have been very fitting, the Benny Hill music. Yeah, on that one. But anytime we beat Kentucky, that's good. They really hate us.
They really do. I mean, you got to relish that.
Yeah, I mean
And I know a lot of Kentucky fans.
Yeah, I watched that one clip of that KSR guy just every now and then just blowing up.
Yeah,
Beat these people.
just one time.
They come in here smug and
Telling us they're going to kick our ass.
then they do it. We not beat them.
Yeah, hate that orange. Hate everything about them. Yeah, that's one of the great clips of all time. Right?
Yeah, the fact that somebody loses it. Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, good game for the most part. I mean, at least offensively.
Offensively, it was. Yeah,
especially the passing game. I tell you what,
yeah
we
I
went
would say
into
the running game really wasn't, to be
right.
honest about it.
Yeah. Going into the season, we did not really know what we had with Joey Aguilar. I felt pretty decent about him. I remember us talking about him.
We thought he'd be a good fit.
Good fit. And he really has been a good fit because he was really good throwing the deep ball. Mm-hmm. And obviously he is really good throwing the deep ball. I will say this though. I won't give him all the credit. I think the offensive line deserves just as much, well, not just as much credit, but a lot of credit. Because, man, I tell you what, our offensive line's pass protected very well.
Much better than did last year.
I mean, he's had time to throw that ball.
Yeah, pretty often. And got to give credit to the coaching staff, too. They did a lot of tweaks this year, and they're not running nearly the same
offense. Yeah, yeah. You got to give them. We're quick to criticize the coaches, to give them our opinion on these kind of things, and you got to give them credit there because not many coaches is going to change their offensive system that got them hired there.
Right, we're still running some wide splits. Not saying we ain't.
Right,
but not nearly as many as I thought we'd be running.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see a wholesale change like that very seldom.
Yeah, we thought we'd see tweaks.
Yeah,
and it's been quite a bit more than just tweaks.
Where we might see some changes, I would not be shocked. I really wouldn't, Tim, to see some changes in this coaching staff next year. It could be several positions.
It could be, but I think you start with. I'm to the point. I think I'll be surprised if Banks is back.
Yeah, I mean,
I know his everybody says defense improved every year that he's been here,
right?
And up to this year, obviously,
right.
But even those 4 years that showed improvement, it was primarily because of the talent level increased every single year, and really a pretty good size increase. And Well, as a recruiter, he was one of the least people involved in that.
Oh, absolutely. When you hear the
Getting
guys
talent.
talking about the talent and the people that the reason why they're coming here, Banks's name gets brought up very little.
Yeah, and if it is, it's just generally in the overall, thing. I'm listing 5 defensive coaches that's going to be involved with me,
Right.
type of thing.
Yeah, with Banks, man, it's hard to say on that one. If he, the fact that they've had good numbers up to this year might save him.
You mean increasingly better numbers?
Yeah.
Because we didn't have good numbers up to this year. I mean,
Right,
that first 2 years
yeah.
was horrendous. Third year was so-so.
Right. That might save him. But Heupel at halftime seemed pretty frustrated with his defense. Top frustrated that gets coaches fired, kind of. And I don't know if who else might leave, but I do know I think most of the offensive staff is on was 1 year deals coming in this year. So generally that is not a good sign when you're on a 1 year deal. That is a prove it year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Danny White too, though, his releasing contracts, the timing of them, quite honestly, if they come out tomorrow and said they've all been they signed their contracts 6 weeks ago and we're just now finding out about it,
Wouldn't shock me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, but I when I say about the offensive staff, they've done pretty well this year, so I really don't see that happening. I know I was a pretty big critic of Pope, and there's still some criticism there. We've had too many drop balls this year, and like I said before the season started, he does not get a first year player ready, and that still holds true.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a first year guy get ready. We've just been fortunate to not have injuries at that position,
or at least injuries in the starting spots.
Right.
We had them in the backups.
Right.
Yeah, but Ellerby's safe.
Safe.
He, people may complain about Ellerby from time to time, but he's doing exactly what Heupel wants.
Right.
And their friendship is well known.
Yeah.
Ablin's not going anywhere. Their tight end room's pretty loaded for next season. Pope has recruited like gangbusters, so
that helps him tremendously.
Yeah, it does.
Especially since we got the #1 wide receiver in the country coming in next year.
Yeah.
A couple more guys that
studs.
So
yeah,
that keeps that almost makes you safe right there.
Right, and then Darrell Sims only been here a year, and we're battling for the best running back in the country, in my opinion. The best running back in the country next year.
Right. That's true.
So I don't see any changes being made from Heupel down.
Right.
Now, someone may get a better deal going elsewhere.
Right.
Move up.
Good. Yeah.
But defensively, you have to. There's several we could see some changes. It might just be Banks. It might not be just be.
I'm gonna give one criticism to a coach that I never criticize, but man, I tell you what, and I seen it again tonight. We just didn't get called for it. I tell you what, if I was Heupel and we lined up off sides one more time, I'm gonna make our defensive line coach run laps during the game. There is no excuse ever to be lined up off sides.
You know what?
Ever.
While I agree with you, I'll give a pass for a time or two, but it's been a consistent
every game,
5 years.
Every game. How do you? I think I could teach that. I mean, I coached a little bit of flag, and I told my kids that 5 and 6 years old not to line up off sides.
Yeah. Here's a ball. You're on this side of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Don't line up on this side. I mean, it was pretty simple.
Yeah, anyway. I mean, honestly, that is something though. If you make it rough enough in practice,
punishable,
you put punishment enough in practice.
You're out.
The problem is with Garner, way he conducts his practice, pretty much the entire practice is already a punishment because when everybody else quits, they're still out there getting ups and downs and sprints and everything else.
Well, I just wouldn't let them back in the game.
Yeah,
you're getting a half suspension from me.
Hey, the bench is the best motivator in sports.
But luckily we didn't get called for it. But we had one that was clearly, I mean, probably a good 6-10 inches probably over. I mean,
Yeah.
should have been called. But I'll
Some
take.
more positives though, Bob. Let's talk
Oh yeah.
about some more positives.
Oh yeah. Well, I
We
mean,
just beat the crap out of Kentucky.
we did, and
so
that's awesome. I don't want to sound too negative because honestly, anytime we win, that's good. Southeastern Conference win. I mean, Kentucky,
worst team in the conference. But
maybe, but I swear, man,
they
they
really beat the crap out of Texas last
they
week.
should have.
How they lost that game.
How they lost that game last week. It had me a little scared going into this one because they had 18 more first downs and like 240 more yards of total offense.
Yeah.
There's
Found a way
another.
to lost.
Yeah. How you lose that game? I mean,
Snatching defeat out of the jaws of victory, Bob.
18 more first downs. How do you lose that?
I mean, it'd be different if one team's got 100 and the other one's got 92. But when one's got 8 and the other one 26 and barely didn't even get 200 yards of offense.
Yeah. I mean, and like I was telling my son, I don't think we've ever won a game where we had under 200 yards. But anyway, that's we'll take a W anytime.
Yeah.
Especially a road game W, even if it's a
night game with that.
Yeah, night game. Right. Okay, Tim.
Bradwell really showed back up, and Matthews did.
Matthews and Staley had at least one big play that I remember.
You put away the milk cartons. We found Ethan Davis.
He's back. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Finally healthy enough to play again, and actually looked like what we always thought Ethan Davis.
That's right. Like. Back on the Ethan Davis bandwagon, baby.
That's right.
I was off for a couple weeks there, but I'm back. No, I'm joking.
I tell you somebody's bandwagon I am off. I hate to go into negativity again after a W, but Boo Carter.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Just dogging it out there. Just he let up on that one long touchdown run, and I don't care if he was going to catch the guy or not. You chase him hard. But think about it was, I thought he might have. I thought he might have could have caught him.
Yeah,
and they just let up.
Yeah,
with all the sports gambling news and this week, I know where my mind went to.
I tell you what, that dude, man, I still think he's talented, but I didn't think I'd say this, but I'll be disappointed if he's on this team next year. Take that money that you overpaid him with, and give it to somebody else that's better, and that will actually show up for practice, and that gives a little bit of it.
It gives a crap.
Yeah. Go on to Dion.
Wherever you want to go.
See you later. You and your mama. Go on to Colorado, please.
Yeah.
If y'all need help packing, let me know. But yeah,
I'm officially just over.
Yeah, I'm over, but yeah, that's just ridiculous. Well, Tim, anything else about the game before we go on to basketball and baseball?
Well, yes. Not about the game, but here we are. Real quickly. From here on out, I mean, we got Oklahoma next week.
Right.
They're starting to, I don't want to say sputter, because defensively they're still playing pretty good ball, although Ole Miss was able to score something on them this week.
Right.
It's going to be a challenge next week. Hopefully, we'll find out today, if it's going to be a night game or not. I'm going to be upset if it isn't. But we take that win right there as a big step. I know we talked about it last week. Even if we win out, no guarantee we're in. Because it is, if you just say SEC team, 10 wins, they're in, that makes perfect sense.
Right.
But when you start actually looking at the other conferences and where everybody's located and remaining schedules, it gets a lot murkier than that. But
it does.
Game closer.
Let me talk about that for just a minute. And I know the ESPN showed 90% chance of making it from here. I just don't. I know I don't hate to argue with those type of things, but quickly, so nobody thinks that we're idiots when it comes to that.
Well, they still might.
Well, right. But let's quickly throw down some of the teams that has a resume that's.
Well, let's look at how many open spots first off. Okay, right. You got to figure Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon out of the Big Ten's locks, right?
They're almost completely locks, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Either way, Big Ten's not getting 2 teams in. Somebody else will come in. They'll
Right.
get 3 minimum.
They're getting 3.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get 4 though.
Right.
But although that is still a possibility.
That is a possibility. Michigan's at 10-2. I mean, has 2 losses. Weak schedule from here on out, except for Ohio State. And we all know that they can beat Ohio State, and it's at Michigan. So don't be shocked if Michigan don't end up 10-2, and with a win over Ohio State last game of the year. But anyway, 3 teams in the Big Ten. Go ahead.
Right, 3 there. You got a Power 4 or non-Power 4 team in. There's number 4. If Notre Dame wins out, they'll get in.
Right.
I can't hardly. Well, they're likely to get in.
Yeah, that's what 9.
No, it's 5 so far.
Okay. Okay, I was talking about with the 4 SEC.
Yeah, well, I've not got that far
yet.
yet.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, let's go there since you want to.
Right.
It looks like Texas A&M's in.
Right.
Looks like Georgia's in. Looks like Alabama's in. Right now, Ole Miss is fairly strong.
Yeah.
Being in. So there's possibly 4. 3 definite. 10, but the conference will get at least 4 teams in.
Right.
Maybe a 5th. So that's up to 9 teams if you count Ole Miss in
Right.
that, which I would at this point.
Right.
Then, so at this point, it only leaves 3 to go, and we got 2 champions, an ACC and a Big 12 champion.
Right.
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 And
just 1 spot.
Yeah. So it's down to basically, can we get a 5th team in, or do they get a second ACC team or a second Big 12 team? And while I think we'd be, a 10-2 SEC team be hard to put in. I mean, not put in. You also know that in the back of these people's minds, they're like 5 teams for 1 conference.
1 from the ACC, 1 from the Big 12.
Yeah. And
who would it be from the ACC? I mean, Georgia Tech's undefeated right now, still looking good. Miami has 1 loss, still a very good team. To me, ACC probably gets 2 teams in. There's a lot of teams that are kind of just lurking.
Virginia
somehow
won today.
BYU. Let's see, you got Texas Tech. You got a team like Houston, Cincinnati, Louisville. You got several teams and there's a couple more too. I'm forgetting that's kind of lurking that if they was to win out.
Particularly if they finish with 1 loss.
It's going to be, to me, and y'all may disagree, and we'll get on to the rest of the.
Well, normally, look, 1 loss in the Big 12 and ACC versus 2-loss SEC team, to me, it's a no-brainer. You take the 2-loss SEC team. But once again,
a 5th.
Will they do a 5th SEC team versus a 2nd team
out of the
think
so. I think a 1-loss ACC team gets in over.
It's going to be tighter than what we
SEC team. But anyway, I'm just saying, not saying that Tennessee will not get in. Don't get me wrong here.
It's a little tighter.
I think it's closer, not 90%. Honestly, if we win out, I don't think it's 90%. I think it's closer to a coin flip. But all right, let's get on to the rest of the video, Tim.
Okay, quickly, Bob. Let's before we get into another big thing with baseball, because that's where all the news been. But we'll quickly just say, Tennessee has a big exhibition game tonight.
Yeah, for an exhibition game, it's gigantic.
Yeah, number 5 team in the country, and it's sold out for an exhibition game.
That's right. I'm excited to watch this game. I think we got 2 elite players on this team with Gillespie and Ament. It's going to be really interesting. Do we have enough firepower throughout, the rest of the team?
Yeah, and I think we do. I think we do.
So.
But this will be our first chance to look at a lot of guys tonight.
Yeah, it's a whole new team. There's a lot of buzz around the team that they feel really good about this team. So you love to hear that kind of stuff. We'll see what we got tonight. I mean, I'm gonna be, and it's gonna be a gauntlet in the conference this year. I mean, Kentucky went out and spent
rumors of
$22 million, which is about what Ohio State football put out there year before last. Rumors. So they went out and bought them a team. Defending champions Florida, which I hate to say them words together.
Mhm. Number 3 in the country right now.
It's got some good players coming back. I mean, All Americans. They're they're pretty dang tough down low. Maybe the best team in the country down low this year.
Arkansas is bringing a lot back too, right?
Yeah, and speaking of Arkansas, Florida did get one of Arkansas's better players in Boogie Flan, if I remember the name correctly. Pretty good player. So Arkansas's got a lot back. Alabama's going to be really good. Oklahoma's not picked super high, but that's a team that I think will be really good this year is Oklahoma. Auburn, even without Bruce Pearl, got to be pretty decent. Ole Miss played Houston in an exhibition game this week and beat them by double digits. Now
that's impressive.
That is impressive. Now Houston's top players didn't play.
Okay,
the whole game.
Okay,
they did play. They just didn't play the minutes they would have normally played. So still impressive. Not maybe a little bit misleading though. I think Vanderbilt had a big.
Well, you know what, Bob? Like many sports, most sports or all the sports, it seems like the SEC is the league.
They was the best team in the league in the NCAA last year, and some say was the strongest any conference has ever been. Don't be shocked if it's not the same way this year. A lot of good teams in there.
So, like you said, Bob, there was a lot of buzz around these new guys, so we're happy to see them. And man, all the buzz though this week has been around the Tennessee baseball coaching job.
Yeah,
with the departure of Tony Vitello, our national championship icon that the men wanted to be and the ladies wanted to be with. Apparently,
right.
Going out to San Francisco, where now both the men and the women may want to be with him. I don't know, but
exactly. He's going to be popular.
He's going to be popular, yeah. But good luck, Tony. But it looks like we kept pretty much everything intact. Bob, I'll let you start off with that.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I didn't really know what to think about Elander initially.
Which it was named the coach.
Right. I had these Holly flashbacks with Pat because I definitely did not like that hire when we hired her or Kelly. I thought those were bad hires when we made them. To me, if you got the best program in the country or a top 2 or 3 program in the country, act like it. Don't go hiring
just someone
somebody within the program. You know what I mean? If they're a great player, I mean, a great coach, they've earned those stripes somewhere else, yes. Now, that's what was my initial thoughts with Elander. But hearing a lot of people talk, hearing a lot of rumors of former players, other national media types that really was on board with Elanders, and you start hearing tidbits about how that Elander ran the day-to-day operations. It seemed like Elander was a big part of the success.
Well, he's young, but we've been hearing for 2 or 3 years that when's Josh going to get his own program?
Right.
Because he was kind of like Kirby Smart when he was with Saban. Everybody was saying, he's going to get a program and it's going to be a big one.
Right.
And Josh, if he wasn't. Honestly, I mean, I don't know how much longer he would have been with us before he went and got a pretty sizable program. So,
yeah.
But the big thing, too, is we've pretty much kept to go along with him.
The entire staff.
Yeah, intact.
Yeah, that's great. Especially Frank Anderson, the pitching coach, has said he's coming back. And you got Q, the strength coach, which is considered an elite guy of the Elander Anderson level, somebody who did not want to lose. And, I think they've pretty much kept everybody except for Tony. So there'll be a spot to fill there, hopefully.
No, they may promote Ross Kivett.
Yeah. He looked like he's going to remain on staff at what position.
Right, whether or not he's promoted into that spot or if they'll hire somewhere down the road on that. But
But I feel after listening to everything, Tim, I feel much better about the situation. Y'all feel free to give me your thoughts on Elander as the
It was
as
certainly a popular choice
among the players.
among the players, which is probably not uncommon.
Not uncommon. I do believe when you listen to a lot of the former players, though, they were like, "This is an easy decision." So, uh,
Well, much like Dayton and Alabama, it's sometimes a whole lot easier to just go down the hallway than it is across town or across country.
right, exactly, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nothing like a jab at Alabama. That's a good video. I always got a good video. I think that's um, a reason to hit that like button if anytime we give a
Alabama joke.
criticism on Alabama.
Hmm.
Uh, I think that should be mandatory, honestly. All right, Tim. Anything else you can think about as far as that goes? Anything we've missed as far as football, or I think we've covered the exhibition, and anything else as far as baseball is concerned?
No, no, not for this video, guys. So we do appreciate you spending a few moments with us today. Hope the rest of your weekend's fine, or if you're watching this on Monday, I hope Monday ain't a Monday for you.
That's right.
But either way, you're a Big Orange fan. That's better than not being one. So go Big Orange.
Go Vols.